welcome. We have friends today. I forgot you speak all the languages. And that's pretty much the only phrase I can say because I watched one specific TikToker way too much. And now I randomly will just be like, yeah.
I don't speak all of the languages. I tried to speak all of the languages, but
I feel like you speak several.
I do speak several. Japanese is kicking my butt. I really want to learn Japanese, but it hates me.
Hi, Eva. Welcome. But also, you can read a lot of the languages.
Yeah.
So I feel like that counts because, like, you still know what they're saying. Oh yeah. Hi, Mallory.
Hi, Mallory.
Welcome. We're doing
not
good.
my color, but this is comfortable.
It's cute. I like it. I'm gonna get a snack and a drink and BRB. Do it. So I went to dinner and I had a mango blended margarita, and let me just say, also there was cheese dip involved, so yeah, it was really good. And then I had planned to, hi Barrett, welcome. Hi Jules. And
Jules!
I feel like, Jules, you might probably have a link, possibly, and if you want to learn something, I don't think any of what I just said
turned into a teacher from Charlie Brown.
I don't know what I'm doing. Megan! Whoa!
Megan!
Sheila!
So happy. I love it.
Hi, Tia. Welcome. How's everybody doing? I 100% do not have a plan today, like outside of the usual, because what had happened was I went to dinner, I had my mark, we had Mexican, there was cheese dip involved. Forgot that I was streaming tonight. So, yeah. But we're doing the thing. So, tell me what y'all plan to work on. And y'all on screen. What do you do? I don't know what's with the voices tonight. Y'all are just going to have to go with me.
Wait, was that your request for us to do intros?
Oh, yeah, do that. I always forget about intros, but yeah, go for it.
Okay, I do things. The sweater is really baggy and comfortable, and it smells like my shampoo. Because I use, like, coconut shampoo. So, like, it smells like coconuts. And I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know either. Charlie?
I'm working on that lo-fi-ish album thingy. I don't even know what to call it. I don't know what genre this is. It's chillish.
Fun.
Yes. All of that.
In my head, I call it lo-fi goth because it's very, like, dark and, like, of that ilk. But
can you make a country one? Like, slightly country? And then that, whatever that ends up being, I guess it could be mine. And then I don't have to think of something.
Pick a color. But purple is reserved. And I've already done green, black, and orange.
Guess who got orange?
Started the trend.
Hi, Bonnie. Welcome. How are you? I haven't seen you in a little while. It's been kind of a long day. All the hugs.
I don't have a color.
Yes, for coconut shampoo. Highs and hellos. Oh, thank you. I got it express. Okay, so here's a funny story. My friend got engaged recently, and part of it was like a treasure hunt, but I was the driver to make sure that we were, like, punctual. One of the stops was supposed to be a store for the bride-to-be to get an outfit for the rest of the event, and we were having a hard time. She didn't buy anything at that store, but I bought this. It was a little awkward. I feel like we've known each other long enough. It helped sell the story because I was very blasé about it. But she was like, tell me what's happening. I was like, nothing's happening. I have no idea what's happening.
You just need to buy an outfit.
Pick something. That'll stab you. That is funny. And then she was like, I really like that top. Where'd you get it? I was like, remember when you got engaged? And she was like, I really don't remember much of the day. It was like a blur. So then she was like, you lied to me. Thank you. Y'all did not sign up for this.
Kat, would it be insulting if I called it Rust? Because that's where my mind went when I started thinking country, and like I started thinking about the farmhouse and like all the rest of the tractors.
Do it.
Rust is technically a color.
It is. It's a red / a brown color. Like, actually, if you look up the color of rust, it's a color.
I just thought of a story that is so not stream appropriate.
Oh, it's an orange color.
And let's see. Jules thinks that I've still got a bit of grading to do for fair. And my nephew just left in a whirlwind of cookie cake and ready whip. Yes. Which means the 3 hours I had planned for grades went out the window. Valid. You are missed. Of course, Chandra, it's not as though you love orange or anything. Okay, so here's the funny part. Orange is not my favorite color, but it's a vibe for me, so I'm just going to go with it.
I am saying this now. Orange might be the only single I release off of the LP, and that's just because I did that Instagram post that would make a really pretty album cover.
Oh, yes. Also, me. And not everything is about me, but...
Like, I already have the artwork done. It's just an extra, an easy thing to do.
It kind of, I feel like it's a sign.
And it'll make Spotify happy because they're like, why do you only release singles? I'm like, because I just make stuff rarely. I'm not a musician. That's why Spotify.
I overrule that statement.
Okay, according to their definition, I am not trying to be a working musician who makes a living off of my music.
But you're not.
I will have to publish a revision to that statement. Not to be argumentative, but overruled.
I love how my immediate response is, but you're not.
You're not trying to be?
No, I just make music for funsies and put it up on other places because it's easier for people to find it that way.
Okay, fair. But if it so happens that you accidentally made a living...
I don't know what I would do. When my first album came out way back in the day, which I might put in the Dignati Lounge because I don't know that I have the rights to some of the songs that were on it anymore. So if it happens, I don't know how it got there. I'm sorry. But I actually got invitations to be on the Warped Tour, and I got very confused because I'm like, I'm a dude with a laptop. What am I going to do? Just stand there and wave my hands at the audience? Like,
yes.
Who does that? Now, mind you, this was 20 years ago. This was 20 years ago. This is like the first tour that they did. And I'm just like, who would watch somebody just stand there with a laptop waving their arms about? That's crazy.
As it happens. No.
So just know, somewhere in an alternate universe, there's weird DJ Charlie. Like, right around living their best life.
We love it. Oh, Jules, we miss you too, and I'm glad it wasn't the Great Pan Pizza. And we're here for the work catch-up. Oh, thank you. I don't know if it was my sleeves or Kat's sleeves, but we are also here for the sleeves. And yay, Megan's enjoying the new place. And we are all happy about it. Hooray for getting the books settled. That's always a major task. I feel like I missed something, but also yay for the books. Eva's back from getting snacks and drinks. I don't know what's with my mood today, but it's happening. I'm sure I can get more words out today. Yes, I had put a goal down of 750 words today, which is doable, but I also need to finish my project before Nano starts, and I have some beta reading I need to do. So apparently that's the plan. Okay, bookshelves, yes. Woo-hoo. Bookshelves are so important. Sorry, I'm hoping I caught up this week and I can get back to streaming on the weekend. Woo-hoo. We support you. Do it. We need you. Come back. But like no pressure.
You.
Yes. Also that. What Eva said. I ain't mad at you for making cash. See? Exactly.
Get them pennies.
We're checking on people's. I went to Madonna in like what 2014. Ooh, how was that? Opening act was a guy with a laptop, I think. See? Mentally or physically? I'm sorry, I'm just reading and y'all probably have no idea where I am. Doing okay mentally is touched. That's not funny. It's a little funny. It's not funny. I hope you're doing well. Jealous of seeing Madonna. Okay, did anyone see the thing where Madonna was laying on somebody's desk and it was apparently awkward for some people? I don't understand how that would be awkward, but I mean, go off. House music opening act. Lamest show ever. Madonna included. Just the letdown broke my 80s gal heart. Aww. Yeah, Dobby's feeling himself today. He's been in rare form, just like sprinting around the house with the zoomies, but not in like a fun way for everyone else, but more of like a watch your feet and get out of the way kind of way. All the sleeps are amazing.
I'm coming back.
No, we're waiting for this.
Y'all, hold on. Let me stand up. Let me get in my chair, and then you can see how big this sweater is.
Oh, all I'm seeing is cozy. Cozy what? Cozy. I say once more. Cozy.
I do not wear a 1X, guys. But they didn't have my size, and god darn it, I wanted this shirt.
Sometimes when you need a thing, you need
Look
a
at
thing.
this pretty design. It's very pretty, and I wanted it.
Pretty. Barrett, you just let us know what you need. Just reminded me I need to finish reading Heather's story. Ooh. Sad Madonna was a bomb. Makes my 80s gay kids' heart sad. Aww. Honestly, it could have been the night in hindsight. We had a bit of a vehicle accident, minor, no one hurt. And then we went to Oyster, jumped. You're taking shots every time the chat jumps. Now is your first shot. Oyster bar over there, what's it called? And then our seats were kind of crap, but I don't know. It wasn't what I expected. Slightly oversized is a trend, so nailed it.
That's where the napkins were.
Did they not give you something?
They gave us napkins, but they were at the very bottom, so we couldn't find them.
You're like, oh, no napkins? It's cool. I'll just use my sleeve. Or is that just me?
That's fine. We order to take out too often. We use Subway napkins.
So it's napkins for next time.
Yeah.
Bought a massive sweatshirt, hoodie. Oh my gosh, yes. The hoodie dresses, sweatshirt dresses are the best. Ooh. But all the legends I've wanted to see, she's the only one I made it to, I think. I saw Korn live, and honestly, if I don't end up seeing anybody else, I'll be okay. I don't love large crowds, but Korn was amazing. You know what was not amazing? Everyone asking me if it was actually my sweatshirt or not. Yes, I just steal people's sweatshirts all the time.
Oh, you know, that's just how you do.
So this is not at all related, but one time, someone, I guess they were trying to flirt with me, but like in an uncomfortable authority kind of way. And when people do that to me, I just get mean. And they said that I had really pretty eyes, and were they mine? And I was like, no, I stole them off of a body. And then when I said that, they were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that was kind of inappropriate." Yes, it was. It was. Thank you for noticing. Kat, your sweater shirt is getting all the love. One of Ricky and I faves. Mandala. Okay, we're gonna sprint soon. I swear.
Okay, I'm definitely at least going to throw the Madonna remix I did back in the day into the Dignity Lounge.
Do it. Y'all want to hear some Madonna remix? Check Charlie's Discord for the Dignity Lounge. Madonna was alleged on my bucket list, but I'll use the cash for Madonna on Adele instead. Thanks for your review. Okay, so if y'all want to hear Adele, just come ride in the car with me. Sorry, don't. Got to see Tina Turner, and y'all, she's like, oh, jelly. I think it was 68 or 69. What did you time travel, Barrett? Impossible. Not a fan of shellfish, but Mr. is the couple we went with was pregnant. Well, half the couple was. Oh well. I saw Corn live. It was great. No wait, I'm thinking POD. Don't know how I mix those two up. Ooh, yeah. Michael Jackson and Whitney. Those two. Ozfest. Ooh, yeah. I really like. Corn does a good show. Y'all, I'm never gonna catch up on the comments, so we're just gonna have to sprint at some point in time. I think I saw a few groups. That would crack me up. I was not ready.
I've only ever seen country singers live.
Really?
Because I saw them at the casino. Because my mom either got free tickets or discounted tickets. The only tickets she's ever paid full price for was my tickets for Sarah Evans for my birthday present.
Yes, I think so. But I think it's going to be like maybe a sad one because of the divorce. Also, this is a sidebar and unrelated. I'm just really living for Kelly Clarkson winning in court right now.
Go Kelly.
Yes. Yes. 100%. I've been deeply upset about the things that have been happening. And to see some form of justice being done makes me feel better. On the other note,
I love Kelly.
I
love how truly how straight and honest she is about she's like, I'll basically do anything for money. Am I getting paid for it? Let's go.
She's just fun.
That's a working creative right there. Like, oh, you're paying me? Well, that changes
You'll
everything.
pay me to have a talk show?
Laura, I'm working on your song right now, Laura.
I'm actually pulling up your channel right now because we need our timers. And
I still need to make coffee timers.
oh yeah, you do.
Also, I totally forgot until right before you posted the link that I'm hosting Coffee Bunny this week. I forgot that I hosted it this week.
So I guess you're prepping for that tonight? Well, maybe. All right, so I'm going to share our first timer, which will be 15 minutes as per usual. If anyone has tarot questions that they would like to ask, you can go ahead. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go with it. Hey, wait. Sorry. Y'all don't even pay attention to me. I am a trash can fire today. Yes, if anyone has tarot questions, just put it with a question or a cue or something so that I know that you're asking me something. And without further ado, we will begin our first sprint in 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all. Sprint 1. How did everybody do? I saw we had a lot of questions come through. I'm just going to scroll back and see if I find the first one.
I listened to some of the music that Charlie put in the thingy.
Yay! What you think?
I liked them.
So y'all heard that. Go get yourself into...
If you noticed me bobbing, that's what I was bobbing
This
to.
is why.
But also my neck hurts because I was doing a lot of, like, I put out a lot of clothes today.
Yeah.
And because the clothes come, like, they're on the hangers, but they're in plastic, so you have to remove the plastic, and then you also have to still go hang the stuff. So, like, here is like, excuse you, ma'am, why are you sitting? Why aren't you reclined?
How about you just try lying down right now?
Yeah. So I'm going to disappear. And I guess I should do an outro real fast.
Yep, do that.
I'm Kat. I do things. You can find me at Kat Leah Writing. On YouTube, it's just I'm Kat Leo. I mainly do streams and stuff on Twitch because YouTube's a jerk. I have Vela stories up. I have 2 up now officially as of yesterday because it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So you can read chapter 1 of Shadow. So I'm going to post all 7 books on there, I think, as long as Vela survives. I mean, they're trying to sabotage themselves at this point.
They're trying to buy Royal Road, so they have a game plan.
Oh, okay. And you can also read Blood Rain, which only has 4 chapters up because I'm writing it as I post it. That's why I started posting Shadow, because I have more of Shadow written. So I can more regularly post it. So yeah. I'm gonna disappear now. Have fun with your
Thank you
tarot.
for coming. Have a good rest.
I wish I could stay longer, but I also just worked 5 days in a row.
True fact, and there's always next time.
So,
bye. All right, y'all. We're gonna get straight into the tarot because I have all the questions. Laura, let me know what deck you would like me to use. I have True Black, Vice Versa, and the Steampunk one. Let me see whose question is next. Jules, also let me know which deck you would like. I have Vice Versa, True Black, and the Steampunk one. Let's see. Oop, I'm on the wrong thing. Let's scroll. Barrett, you as well. Let me know which deck you would like to use for your question. Tia, let me know what deck you would like me to use for your question. We have the Vice Versa. We have True Black. There we go, True Black. And we have the Steampunk one. Let me know. I will be looking out for those.
This glorious deck that Laura sent is actually nice to me.
Ooh, it's pretty.
All I needed was the Book of Azathoth. How did I not know this? Yes, this is the Azathoth Tarot, and it's gorgeous, and it's amazing, and it's actually nice to me.
Woo-hoo. Laura has requested True Black, so let's see what kind of vibes True Black be throwing out today. I'm just scrolling to get back to it. So, okay. True Black it is. The question, should I worry about finishing Seeds of Doubt this month? Should Laura worry about finishing Seeds of Doubt this month? Oh, Thank you for sharing. Okay. All the cards are coming out right now. Just need 2 more cards here. Should Laura worry about finishing Seeds of Doubt this month? Oh. Ooh, that one's so pretty. It's very flesh tone. It's a heart, by the way. That's why it's flesh tone. Yeah. But also, you know how like when you wash a heart out, when you wash a heart out, it the muscle is white. Just random things that writers know. All right, the first card is the King of Wands, which is fire, which is passion. Also fire signs, which would be Sagittarius, Aries, and it'll come back to me. We also have the Knight of Wands, which represents a wiser but youthful energy that's still excited about things that are to come. We have the Ten of Cups. These are options, but also finishing out a cycle. So still having choices around that. We have the Eight of Cups as well, which again is options, but this one's just like a lot of options. These are also water signs, so a lot of it's like passion, water, so it's emotion. The Six of Cups, again, lots of water. There's pieces of candy, like butterscotch candies and origami. Butterscotch candy just reminds me of when I was a kid, though. And origami is like making something out of nothing. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which pentacles are tangible, real-world things, so money, success, houses, land, property, things that you can physically possess. We have the Page of Cups, which this is a goldfish like swimming around her feet, and there's also goldfish up swimming around her head. Oh, and she's got a rabbit on her shoulder, which rabbits are typically like productivity, almost like a fertility type thing, and a bit of fragility, really. The King of Swords, so that being a logical masculine energy, way of thinking, vibes. The Three of Hearts, which is a three-party situation that not everyone is aware of what's happening. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So there's a lot of choices on the board, and the choices are directly succeeding the thing that you're passionate about. And the interesting thing about the fire cards here at the beginning is that there's both masculine and feminine. So it's a balanced energy. There's the king and the knight. So it is very balanced and like both mature and strong, if that makes sense. The strength comes from the youthfulness, and the knight, the wisdom and maturity coming from the king. And then we have finishing a cycle, but also having a lot of options about how that's done. And I'm just feeling a lot of abundance and creativity from this card, which is the Six of Cups. and there's also the tangible physical success. So this seems to mean like finishing the project because it's being brought into the real world. I don't often read time constraints, really, to be quite honest with you. Ooh, also, I want to point out this has a pearl in an oyster, which suggests struggle and refinement at the same time. So my question to you initially from this part of the reading would be, what do you feel the most passionate and excited about? Where do you feel like you need to exercise your choices and your options? What makes you feel most abundant and creative? Because that's what's going to bring things into the real world for you. The act of an oyster creating a pearl, there is discomfort there and there is a bit of struggle, but it's not active struggle. Like the oyster doesn't have to do anything to make the pearl. The grain of sand is there, the pearl simply forms around it. So if you're feeling any kind of being stuck here, it's okay to let it mellow and let it take its time, because you don't necessarily have to actively be working on it for things to get done. I don't know if that makes sense.
I like the way you said that.
This is a vibe, Laura. Listen to what Charlie says. And then with the King of Swords, there's butterflies around his head, which is really interesting for a King of Swords, because
That
that's
is
very logical and very structured, but butterflies almost suggest having your head in the clouds. And he's kind of levitating a little bit. Like his sword is rooted in the ground, but his feet are not actually touching the ground.
Also, remember, butterflies can represent the soul, because the Greek word for butterfly is suke, which is where we get the word psyche from.
Mm-hmm.
So that could also bring a more elevated spirit into the whole thing as well.
So even though logically you're grounded, you don't chain your spirit or your soul or your way of thinking and creating to the ground.
Oh, and I think I forgot to say it when we came back from the break. I may have finished the rough of Laura's track.
So Laura, you can go to the Dig Naughty.
No, the final will be up there after the next little while, but
okay,
it will be there soon.
Keep an eye out. It's
I have all of the notes and chords figured out.
I like it. Laura, I'm getting that this is not necessarily in your path, but maybe the way that you feel about working on more than one thing at a time, but almost like you're cheating on your projects. But just based off of everything else that I'm reading, the way that this idea, this thought that having more than one thing going at the time might be a betrayal, it's just a thought. And it really doesn't coincide with anything else that's actually happening. So do not feel that you have a time limit on your success for this project. It may, in fact, be just the opposite. Because when it comes down to it, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And actually, I'm really glad that you picked this deck, because the Seven of Pentacles is much more positive in this deck than some of my other decks. And it's like that coin has been planted. And you see there's like wheat here and there's flowers here, and it's like weighing. Also, this is a piece of paper that has writing on it, and there's coins on the opposite side, and they still balance. So the seed has been planted. It doesn't I don't feel like I don't usually state things outright like this, but you don't have to set a timeline on when you finish this project. The seed has been planted. So to answer your question, no, don't worry about if you finish Seeds of Doubt this month. Charlie, is there anything that you would like to add to this reading?
No, I really like the way you worded everything.
I feel like if I ever like skip something or there's a part that I don't quite word well, Charlie always knows a little bit of like lore or something that's just like also. So there.
Yeah. Also, I learned to read tarot a very different way from most people, so my readings are often different from most. So
Fair. I like it. I like it. Let's see. The next question is from Jules. Laura, if you need any clarification, just drop that in the chat for Jules. Will I be moving to Colorado next year? Let me see what cards were chosen. Did I scroll past it? Maybe. Oh, the chat and the ways in which it jumps. Let's see.
I'm not
Steampunk.
necessarily doing side readings over here. I just really want to shuffle this new deck because, oh no, the cards are chunky. Like they're nice and thick, and I like the feel of them in my hand. So I'm just
such a
shuffling.
vibe. Like the good, just the
They
thick deck
feel
of cards.
so good.
The true black ones that I have are like that, and it's like they're such a joy to handle, but also they're a little bit plasticky, so they're like sturdy cards.
I have giant monster hands, and these actually fit in my hands.
I also cannot even say how much I spent on the true black cards. All I can say is they were an investment, and I saw them, and it was like a fancy piece of jewelry for me. I had to have them. For Jules, we have the Steampunk deck. Will I be moving to Colorado? I also want to warn you, Jules, this deck is temperamental and bitchy. So, I'm very sorry in advance. That's why I let you all pick the decks, so that if anything happens, if the cards be salty,
your fault. It's to yourself.
I don't know it. I had nothing to do with it. Also, all these cards be just ready to talk today. I feel like maybe I haven't read in a little while, and they're like, listen here. I have words to say. So we start out with the 10 of Cups. We move to the 6 of Wands. I don't know if y'all can see that. That might be a little better. We have the 5 of Wands. Temperance. The Magician. The Queen of Cups. I kind of have a vibe for where the deck is going, and my prior disclaimer still stands.
If you really want to be read for filth, I can always pull out my angel deck because it has just been snotty with me lately.
Y'all heard it here first. If you would like to have your feelings hurt.
Oh yeah, if you want to cry, if you want to see if a tarot deck can make you cry, it will call you a failure and not think twice. Like, just...
So yeah, if you want that to happen, just put a special note in your question that you would like Charlie to read for you, and we will know exactly what you mean. Ooh, we got the 4 of Cups. There we go. See a little better. Ooh. Death. Don't be getting stressed out, y'all. I feel like it's funny because in all of the movies, they always have like the hanged man in death when they're trying to say something is bad. And I'm like, everybody, please calm down.
Those are the good cards, actually.
I know, right? How do you explain that to people?
It's the Tower and the Three of Swords. Like if
seriously,
when you see the Three of Swords in your cards, just be like, I'm fine. I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
It's the Tower because I'd be hard-headed. So whenever the Tower shows up, I'm like, oh crap. Because it's really just a choice of like, do you want the Tower or don't you? And I'm like, I don't want the Tower, but will I pick it? Probably. Do I have a problem? Yeah. Oh, all the cards, no. We're not going to do that. We just need 2 more cards, please and thank you. Will Jules be moving to Colorado next year?
Is AuthorTube relocating to Colorado? I kind of want to ask a deck, but I'm not. But it just feels like everybody might eventually just like the meetup might happen because we all move to Colorado and it'll be on Maggie's from out at Maggie's.
I would be fine with that. I also want you to know every time I do readings and I start shuffling the deck like this, my watch asks me, "Are you doing an elliptical workout?" First of all, you gotta call me out like that. I haven't been on an elliptical in months. Second of all, shh, mind your business. Or like that time I was trying to get my dog to stop eating a turd and I fell on the floor and my watch was like, looks like you fell. I don't need your input right now. Will Jules be moving? Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, I'm surprised. The decks started out being sassy. It looks like maybe settled. All right, so the 10 of Cups, your heart's desires and the closing of a cycle. So since we're starting out that, we're getting the close of a journey almost. Yeah, because it starts over, right? You reach the 10, and then you go back to the beginning and you start with the ace again. So that's also Cups, so it's emotional. Then we go to the 6 of Wands, which is fire, and this is kind of a triumphant coming home after a war for like that victory parade. Everybody else is real excited. Dude on a horse is like, y'all, let me just get back to my castle, get a foot rub and a hot bath, please. The 5 of Wands, there's some sort of fight and disagreement here. So we have coming back the tired, worn out victor and still feeling like you have to fight. We have Temperance, which is balance. And it also is one of the signs, and I can't remember, I don't have my book right here beside me. But there's also, first of all, look at them wings, and she's an angel, and she's also pouring water like out of infinity in a loop. Balance. I mean, Temperance is like not overdoing it in any one aspect or area of life, but within this context, it's also very, very balanced. We then have the Magician, which is being able to take any situation and make it into what you would like it to be. The Queen of Cups, honestly, in this one, she's just a boss-ass bitch. Let's be real. She's holding one card up in the air and one cup, and then the other one she's pouring out behind her back, which is kind of a bait and switch in a sense. But the look she has on her face is like, I know that you don't like that I'm pouring out one of these cups behind my back, but like, try and stop me. So what I get from that card is like an emphasis on the Magician of, I take a situation and there's 2 options and I really make this what I want it to be. And you can't stop me from making this what I want it to be. We also have the 4 of Cups. And this guy just looks salty. And he's got a glass that's half full on his desk, and there's two that are, you can't see what's in them. There's one on the shelf, but he looks very passive and settled. There's death. Also, death is a woman in this card. Very feminine energy. She's turned her back on the masculine in this sense. So this is the feminine energy around death. So death is the closing of a cycle, which we knew from the beginning, the 10 of Cups. But in this context, it's very much not forcing the cycle to end, but allowing the cycle to end. Which is followed up by the 10 of Swords. And you can see this person's laying there with all the swords in them.
As your world falls down.
And I'm getting a little bit of Capricorn energy around this, or devil energy, because his briefcase is right here. There's also a card that you can't see what's on the card that he seemed to be chasing, but I'm guessing it's a pentacle of some sort, because that'd be a Capricorn energy. So my questions are you happy where you are? Do you feel like you're fighting? Or do you feel balanced? Do you feel like you can make, which situation do you feel that you could make whatever you wanted it to be, you could turn it into that? Or do you feel complacent? And in which of these situations do you feel you could allow things to wrap up nicely? Or do you feel like you are chasing this devil / Capricorn energy of being tied to something that you don't necessarily need or doesn't bring you satisfaction? Because ultimately we're looking for balance between the masculine and feminine energies. This is the Hierophant that comes up at the very end to wrap things up. A place of alignment and fulfillment. There's also like the books, there's wisdom, and there's an apple, which is interesting because you are in fact, I believe, a teacher. And apples go to teachers, so this vibe, this is what we are looking for. Where do you feel like you'll find this? Because that will answer your question. And if you, just to like put a bow on it, the answer to if you will be moving to Colorado next year is going to be, where do you feel like you can close this cycle, where you're not going to feel this fight and this struggle, where you're not going to be the tired war hero coming home, where you can make the situation into what you want, where you do feel balanced, where you are that boss energy and you don't feel complacent, where you can allow things to move on through the cycle without fighting. That's the place that you need to be. So if that's Colorado, then yes, you're going to Colorado. Please let me know if I can clarify anything. I would be glad to do so.
Eva, why did you ask me to do this?
Are you supposed to hurt Eva's feelings?
So, yeah, your first card is Adamel, but inverted, which means you tasted the bitter fruit. You found knowledge that you either should not have had or did not want to have. Something that showed you the difference between things in a way that is making your life unhappy. You then got Barachiel of inverted, which means that the windows of heaven are closed to you and the blessing shall not come. The lightning will rain down and fire and brimstone be upon you. So you decided to go out and start questing in your mind for a place where you could find something. Just, it's the knight. The knight usually doesn't know what they're looking for. They just look. And so the next card kind of answers this. You look to find fortune, a chance for something better. But your last card is Abraxas. You get whatever you make of it. Nothing more, nothing less. So you better work, bitch.
Damn. Youch.
This deck is snarky.
Indeed it is. Yeah, I don't usually do all the readings in the middle, but that's the vibe I'm feeling today, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to just go straight on through. I've got Barrett and then Tia. And I know both of y'all requested True Black.
Seems quite fitting. You dig it?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, this is generally the deck. This is generally the deck that I go to when it's like I already know what I should be doing, but I need something to like yell at me for a little bit and make me actually do it.
Oh gosh. Oof. All right. Barrett's question. I'm shooketh. Barrett's question. Someone I kept at a distance for several years wants a 6th chance. Do the cosmos agree that I should tell them to politely F off?
I don't know what the cosmos says, but Charlie says set them on fire and nail them to something so that they can't get away from it. Just no.
I'm with Charlie on this, but let's see what the cards say, Dobby. Get the hints, Satan. I swear I do love my cat, but he's been on one today. Do we give them a 6th chance? Sorry. I am so sorry. First card is the Hanged Man. Destiny. Also, can we just talk about how many major arcana it's usual to get the Devil in a single reading?
One, it seems to depend on the deck that I'm using. Which is why that deck tends to be very snarky, because as you saw, there were 3 angel cards out of 5 in that reading. Like they just like all like pop out and just like, oh, I have feels.
The 4 of Cups. A Knot, which is a special card that's not in every deck, but is in this deck specifically, which we will talk about when we get to it. The Knight of Cups. The Ace of Swords. I don't remember if it's fire or swords, but it's got a sword, and I'm reading it as a sword tonight, so bite me. The Chariot. Do you know why I made that comment about major arcana versus minor arcana? Because this reading has a vibe. 6 ooh. Dobby just had the urge to run. The 4 of Pentacles. Also, I really like this card. There's a lot of butterflies in this one as well. The 9 of Swords. And that is our last card here. Okay. The Hanged Man. Ooh. There's butterflies in this one as well. And in a wheat field. Okay. The Hanged Man is the first card that we start off with, which is, for me, a change of perspective. Destiny. This is like a balance of energies, but also the mind of the universe, I want to say. I don't think I've ever called it that before, but that's how it's coming to me today. The Devil, which is Capricorn. It is also being tied to things or feeling tied to things that you're not really tied to. The 4 of Cups, which is an emotional connection. There's also a flower like dropping its essence into the cup at the top. I'm getting a very sum of the people you're surrounding yourself with vibe from that. A knot is the serpent swallowing its tail and rebirth. Beginning right where you left off and ending up where you are. The Knight of Cups is an emotional, strong energy that is still hopeful. The Ace of Swords, there's a lot of fire in this, and there's also some flowers down here. So it suggests passion and love. Not necessarily in a romantic sense, but like a strong, deep caring for someone. The Chariot is Cancer and also movement. So I don't know if there's a Capricorn and Cancer in this situation, but the Devil, the Capricorn card, is above the Chariot card, which is Cancer and movement. There's also some doves holding a cloth over the eyes here, and chains in one hand, and like a scepter in the other. Also, the solar system at the feet of the Chariot. The first thing that comes to mind is not letting someone put one over on you, and also with the Chariot vibes, being able to move on from a situation. There's also the Four of Cups is over the Four of Pentacles. So there's emotion over earthly possessions, financial gain, and like tangible success. There's also butterflies up here at the top in blue. They're flying around a spider's web. And I just want you to think about how dangerous that is for butterflies. Under a knot, which is the serpent swallowing its tail, rebirth, arriving right back where you were, starting over, is the Nine of Swords, which is a rabbit impaled on a sword with rose petals falling down around it. If this is how you felt at the beginning of however this started with the sixth chance, with a knot, what it's telling me is however you felt the last time, it's going to come around again. So the change of perspective that we started with from the Hanged Man is not looking at this story forward, but looking at it backward. Almost like you could rewind time and play it all from where it ended, going back to where it began. That's the same thing that's going to happen. It's just a cycle. I feel like the situation is with the Devil card, whether or not there are Capricorn and Cancer in this situation, of this situation is the thing that you may be tied to or feel tied to, and it's going back through. This person is going to just feel like they pulled the wool over your eyes here with the doves, or like doves being about peace and stuff. They're like, look, like don't think about that stuff. Think about this, like a new beginning and peace doves, and like let's just be friends and everything. It's a new beginning. Also, not. It's not. It's the same thing over and over and over again. So, do you want to be the serpent swallowing its tail, stuck in this cycle? I think you don't. That is all. Charlie?
I really like your readings, and I don't often have much to add. I'm very excited to actually be here watching them and not just lurking.
I mean, I appreciate it because I also know I like the way that you read as well. So I'm like always, do you have anything that you want to add? But I did like the bit you added about the butterflies. I thought that was really cool.
I don't like getting hit, so I generally don't do relationship anything like friendship, romantic, any readings. I have been punched too many times.
I mean, I have done some relationship readings where I was like, I feel like the fly on the wall, and I don't want to be. Tia, we are here with you. Also, Barrett, if you need any clarification on a specific point, just drop that in the comments. I'll be getting back through, but I know I'm a little bit behind, probably a lot bit behind. But I know Tia had asked for a True Black as well. I just had this horrible sinking feeling that Dobby was climbing up the back of my chair. Is Tia going in the right direction with their career? Is the Hierophant Taurus? I feel like the Hierophant is Taurus.
See, I don't do a lot of astrology, but I can answer this real quickly.
I feel like it is. I usually have my journal nearby, which I have them all charted in because I always mix like two specific ones up.
It's when you pull out the deck of True Evil.
I don't know what that is, but I think I like it.
If anybody if you're interested in like really hardcore learning tarot, the book of Thoth tarot that Aleister Crowley did, it's one of the few good things that he ever put into this universe. Most of his stuff is crap, and he was a lying liar who did a lot of heroin. So take everything else that he said with a grain of salt, but since this was mostly research from other books, so he claimed to have a spirit dictate it to him. That spirit was called all of the books he had read prior.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Not that I have strong feelings or anything on this. I mean, you know me, I'm not opinionated at all.
We have, wow. Anand has a lot to say tonight. I don't think I've ever pulled it in a reading before, and 2 times in a row. And y'all see me here shuffling. Y'all know how much I shuffle. We just need one more card. You're answering. Tia is going, okay. Oh, Tia, you got a bonus card, which doesn't always happen, but when it does. And I'm glad you got a bonus card because looking at this reading, how are you doing? We start off with the 5 of Wands, which is a staff in the center with a broken spear, a whole spear, a broken branch, and a whole branch. We have the 2 of Cups, which is 2 goldfish being sloshed out of their cup with a broken arrow.
Rude.
There's a lot of brokenness happening right now, and I'm not sure where this is going. We have the 5 of Pentacles, which is like a dry rotted bag with broken coins falling out of it. Every time I say broken, just take a shot. We have the Hierophant.
All right, so this is his Hierophant, where you can see the Taurus up at the top.
Okay, so it is.
and where it is on the Tree of Life, what letter it is in the Hebrew alphabet. All of its other astrological signs are marked in it as well. It's a very good deck for learning because it was copied from other people.
Valid.
They're not pretty, but they're educational.
I'm probably going to need to get that deck. So yes, the Hierophant is Taurus. I don't know if Taurus means anything specific to you. I know what Taurus means to me. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which is actually quite interesting because everything else up to this point has been some form of before the Hierophant and the 10 of Pentacles. The first 3 cards were broken and damaged, which was the Wands, which is fire or passion, the Cups, which is emotions, and the Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, which is finances. So there's these 3 different areas where it's not comfortable. Followed by the Hierophant, which is Taurus, and I don't know what Taurus means to you, but the other meaning of the Hierophant is spiritual development, knowledge, understanding. Knowledge and understanding being followed by the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know if I showed you this or not, so here we go. This is the 10 of Pentacles, which is an elephant on a stand with the 10 coins around the trunk and head. This is followed by the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is once more making what you want out of a situation. There's also a little tiny baby octopus in the middle. And the cups are kind of surrounding and well lit. So this is the 10 of Pentacles followed by the 8 of Cups. So that's financial success is the 10 of Pentacles. The 8 of Cups is having choices and options. We have the Moon card, which can be shadow side, but the Moon is also Pisces. So we have Taurus and Pisces in this situation. The Moon also makes me think about, what's that in the Chronicles of Narnia when they sail to the end of the world? But there's like water flowing over the edge.
Yeah. Oh, it's been so long since I read those. And thanks to Jace, I have a very, very twisted thing in my head right now that I will not be able to escape for a very long time.
I think maybe this will be a conversation that they have. There's also a direction, though, the way the hand is pointing of like through, over the edge, beyond, more. But at the same time, that over the edge is the girl putting her hand down into the bowl of water. So both shows. It's like infinity.
I'm sorry, Laura. It wasn't my fault, kinda. Sorry.
We have the Page of Pentacles, and there's just a sense of wonder, also a little bit of Tarzan vibes, swinging from the vines while finding this perfect fruit and being focused on it, which is followed by a knot. This is, man. We then have, okay, so under the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Wands, which has these beetles crawling over, like almost not the scarab beetles, but the ones with the warrior tusks. I think these can grow up to like 3 to 6 inches. And they're just climbing on these barren sticks. The placement of a knot, the snake swallowing its tail, the repetitive cycle, the going round and round and round, the fact that the 10 of Pentacles is over the 10 of Wands. You have to decide what it is that you want before you can determine if your career is going in the right direction. Because what I'm seeing here is losing passion for it, not feeling emotionally comfortable where you are, and that breeds this cycle of feeling like you're not making enough where you are, like the money that you do make there is hollow. Going through this versus going through this period with the Hierophant where you have that spiritual enlightenment, and that doesn't have to be a religious thing. It can be a personal experience where you determine what it is exactly that you want, which
Actually,
leads you.
when talking about the Hierophant,
Mhm.
if you notice here, see it's a path between these two states of life. That's Chokhmah, wisdom, and that's Chesed, or loving kindness. And the little one off to the side is the pivot point, which is knowledge. So the actual transformation that's happening is either you're gaining wisdom from compassion, or you're gaining wisdom about its lack, about the lack of compassion, the lack of loving kindness, the lack of mercy in the place that you are.
I like that.
So, yeah, I would add that to the Hierophant reading.
That's good. And I would also say part of the compassion, I think that's an important piece. Part of the compassion is towards oneself.
Yep.
Because if you feel that this is your only object, the money, this even makes it make more sense. The elephant is in the ring being the circus ring. Do you want to be the elephant in the circus ring? Or do you want to have the 10 of cups? Because usually we think of the 10 of pentacles as the end all be all. Like, this is the objective, this is the goal. We want to just make all the money. But think about it from the 8 of cups perspective of you being able to take what you want out of all of your choices. This infinite emotional satisfaction, being in that almost, it's a loop. So this loop can be a negative or a positive, right? Because we have the moon, or the Pisces here, which is the emotional satisfaction side of it between the 8 of cups and the moon card. We have this page who's perpetually, page is also a very young energy, so it's still hopeful and almost like, oh, this is the way that it's always been done. This is what I have to do. This bit of struggle, this hanging from the vine by one hand and grasping for the fruit or the pentacle with the other, and not the cycle going round and round after that, like the circus elephant. And at the end, feeling burned out and barren, like this 10 of wands. All of this is crowned by the sun, which I look at this reading not as a state of being, but as a suggestion. And I don't think this is what you want. I think this is what you want. So it's all in all a recommendation to change your perspective. Not am I going in the right direction in my career, but what is it that you really want? Because what it is that you really want will determine whether or not the direction you're going in your career is the right direction. You're the only one who can say if it's the right direction. But also, this is the vibe that you want, right? The sunflowers on the ground. I'm walking on sunshine, the song, that's what popped into my head. That's the vibe. So if the direction of your career doesn't leave you feeling like you're walking on sunshine, it may be time to reevaluate. My previous disclaimer about this deck still stands. Please let me know if you need any clarification on any of these readings in the comments. I will also give that some time to marinate. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in a while, and this is what the day called for. Let me get into the comments a bit. I swear we'll get one more sprint in. We have, I'm going to skip over y'all talking to each other because sorry, I just got a text message that totally distracted me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got a surprise. Beep, boop, boop.
Laura.
Hey,
Hello. How are you?
working the day job, the night job, the all-time job.
I'm so glad that you don't have any overtime from them.
I know. They're lying cheaters who cheat. Well, I don't know if they cheat, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Indeed. Let's see. I'm trying to get caught up on the comments, and I know how very far behind I am. So I'm just kind of perusing because I'm assuming everyone has mostly like read what everyone else is saying.
Nia showed up.
Yeah.
Barrett's socializing because it's as productive as he can manage right now. That's a vibe. I'm gonna do a restart. Oh, Laura, Eva, names. Eva is having to do a restart because technology.
Oh, did you see Tia's response?
All I see is derp, and that's such a vibe. You're watching it indica speed. It's great. Y'all talk amongst yourself while I get caught up real quick.
I am sorting this deck because I feel like I only ever use it when I'm trying to explain tarot cards to people, so it does not need to be shuffled.
Aha.
Laura, your song, it's really fun.
Yay! What color is it?
Green.
Ooh.
Because black was already spoken for because I chose to write a song in honor of my dead name for emotional catharsis reasons. I actually really like it. It's melancholy, but like accepting.
Melancholy.
We were just having that conversation today too.
Nice.
Melancholy. Oh, and Eva got butterscotch candy bringbacksies.
That's my reward for leaving the office is I get to have a butterscotch chai.
I'm so glad you like them.
Oh, they're so good. I will say that the hubby has been perusing various websites to see what is available here in the States and what isn't.
Yeah.
Because yes, we've sat back and went, I think this is the sign that we need to be in Canada, because apparently in Canada everything tastes better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
Laura, you were asking to see the card with the gold around it.
I think that was Eva asking that.
Oh, it was. Yes, it was Eva. I'm looking for it right now. Un momento.
And I got to the end because I actually read through the entire book of Azathoth that came with it. And I got to the end and I just like sat back and went, you could totally start like a full-on cult based on this book. It's literally like this is how the elder gods get summoned, is people like, on a larf, I'm going to make this book. And then you read it and you're like, oh, but you're like not wrong though. Like the way that you've laid out everything actually makes metaphysical sense. Oh crap. Like using its schema, we could actually have deep metaphysical discussions using nothing but Lovecraftian deities. And that kind of, I don't know, both thrills me and breaks my soul a little bit. Which I think is what it's intended to do, if I'm honest, because, Lovecraft. But
So, I think I found it. I've got two cards. I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but I will. Oh, maybe it's this one. So, several cards. And then the other thing that I have discovered from doing this quick flip through is that this deck would like to be cleansed. So, Eva, Was it this one? There's that one. There is this one, which is the Hanged Man. I'm not sure if it's that one. I think it's probably the first one. Or that one. And now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Gold everywhere.
I think it's very. That I would say. So, let's see. Where else was I? Yeah, honestly, Laura, I feel like I'm in the same place with the one I'm currently writing because I have like 5 chapters left to write, and I'm just taking my jolly sweet time, even though I had grand plans and I am supposed to be drafting another book in December, which I will do because my goal was to get 4 books drafted this year.
Yeah, it's like this weekend, like Monday, Thanksgiving, I had time. I could have done it, but no, I decided I'm going to take a nap. And then I'm just going to have coffee, proofread the last chapter that I have drafted, and I won't write during the sprints. I'll just space out.
That's such a mood, though.
That's self-care, which is productivity.
It is.
I
have chapters to write, but I'm doing weird.
But I only have like 6K left, and then I'm done.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about how many words I have left in my project because that's where madness lies.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, see, even in the comments, everyone's supporting you. Ooh, that jumped a lot. I'm sorry if I missed stuff, y'all. Oh, hi, Nia. I'm just real sorry if I missed stuff, but these comments are jumping all over the place. Ooh, Eva said the snake fetus visual is going on my potential tattoo list. I like it. Let me know if you need like a picture. I will DM it to you so you can just add that to your little file where you keep your ideas. Oh man, this jumped so much. Okay, there we go. Wait. I don't know, y'all. I'm so lost. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch this just so I can read about all your comments. You're probably going to get random messages from me like, oh, yeah, I saw what you said. It's a vibe. I'm just going to have to keep going. Hit that thumbs up. Oh, yay. Thanks, y'all. And Eva always coming in clutch with the links.
She posted it right before I could post it. I was like, dang nabbit. I looked it up and everything.
Ooh, Eva, please paint. This deck makes you want to paint. Do it. Distraction alert. I found a Disney villains tarot.
Why did you have to tell me that?
So apparently I need another deck. It's fine. It's not even a big deal. Oh, Narnia. We were talking about Narnia. The Horse and His Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I did nothing. I contributed, but I did not start that.
Mm-hmm.
Rhinoceros Beetles. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is how far behind I am. Partnership within your career path. Like, are you working with someone and is the alternative not working with that someone? Ooh, that's an interesting question.
Oh my. And it's official.
Is it done? Oh. Is it finished?
No, it's an official deck.
It's an official deck. They actually partnered with Disney. There's a movie guidebook that comes with it and everything.
I'm gonna need that. Who wants to buy a kidney? Because I need a tarot deck.
Only if you write about me a story.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's
Maleficent is the High Priestess.
It's a vibe. I'm gonna need that deck.
Ooh, the Mirror is the Star.
Is Frollo the Hierophant?
I don't know. They only have select cards that you can see. The Ten of Wands is the Wicked Witch with a whole bunch of stuff in her heart. Oh, oh my goodness! Scar, King of Swords. Oh my goodness.
Barrett, I will DM you a link to this deck.
Ursula, Queen of Cups.
I can't
I
even
need a
say it.
poster.
Is it as much as you think? Probably more, to be quite honest. I'm not sorry that I bought it. I was even surprised at myself, but I saw the artwork and I was like, I cannot live without
Whoa, they
this.
have it at my bookstore around here at Indigo.
Ooh, the Disney one?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
$34 for the deck and guidebook hardcover.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And we're back to Crimea. Hello.
There's also a Labyrinth one.
Chatting. Yes, the chatting is nice, and I'm glad everyone's getting to
Why are you
hang out.
doing this to me?
I feel like
You're
it's been a little
welcome.
while.
You know I love you.
Everything was really clear, and the tears are flowing because it was all big hugs across his face. I hope it was helpful. Don't make me cry, because me making people cry in my readings makes me want to cry. I hope it's like all good and helpful. More highs
The
and
Labyrinth
lows.
deck's all like woodblock
Loves for
pictures.
Tia.
Huggles the Hierophant, and that's so perfect.
He was like, just jump to the bottom. I'm going. I'm in a job that is safe because of finances not fulfilling, and it's true that I don't 100% know what direction I want to go, but I feel like I have options. Figure out where you want to go. Do that. This is just a thought. Like, this is not from the reading. This is just a personal thought. There's a difference between feeling like you want to leave where you are because you want to go somewhere else versus running away from where you are to go anywhere else. It's different energy.
Like someday I would like to not have a day job anymore and just write. But I don't know when that's going to happen. Like, would I have to move back in with my parents? Like, I don't know. I need to marry somebody who's wealthy, please.
Y'all.
Be careful with that, because like the hubby was supposed to be a high-powered attorney, and instead we're restaurateurs. We're like the opposite of rich. Like he was in law school and everything, and like here we are. I mean, yeah, we have a restaurant. He can cook really, really well, but we ain't never gonna have money.
And you get chicken nuggets for dinner.
And I get chicken nuggets for dinner. Like, how is any of this fair?
Plot twist, you end up being the rich one.
If I can figure out how to trick people into reading my stuff, yes.
Charlie gets an Amazon deal. Which would be the epitome of irony, but who knows? It could be Netflix. Her kidney isn't actually available, but you can toss her some change to help. I like how Eva's just like, we are not selling your kidney, Chandra. Executive decision. This is why I keep y'all around, because you keep me grounded. Keep me safe. I was gifted my only set. I don't know how much they even cost. Honestly, it's great to get your first deck gifted to you.
It really is.
I did send someone the Golden Girl set, but it was cheap. Oh, that's so nice sending people a deck. Honestly, because like once you have a deck, like go out and buy all the ones you want. But when you start out getting the first one gifted to you, it's different energy. No book either. She didn't get a book with the deck. Honestly, my first deck had like a little flippy thing, but I didn't really use it that much because I had watched a lot of other readers and I just read intuitively, so I usually don't even look at the book till after. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna just put that on my birthday list. Well, I mean, it's after my birthday, but let's be real, my birthday lasts an entire month.
If anybody needs a book on tarot, they're all knockoffs of the one that A.E. Waite wrote. So if you actually search tarot book A.E. Waite, it's public domain now.
Okay.
So, because he wrote it in, I think, 1865 or something like that. So it's public domain. It's very easy to get access to, and most of them are just rewordings of what he said.
Fair. I might have to go get me that book too. Eva says that's the day after my birthday. Interesting. Could it be a sign? Laura, I think that'll be a thing that happens for you sincerely and without another income involved. Big ups for that. I agree. You're very do the good right.
Yes.
Thanks.
You're very disciplined, which is the part that keeps the best writers from succeeding, in my own opinion, and your work is good. So you've got the natural talent. I've also seen you put in the effort to hone your craft. You're checking all the boxes to succeed. Yes.
Thanks.
This is why low key, like, I half the time consider like quitting writing, or at least putting it on the back burner and just opening a marketing firm, because like y'all need publicity.
Like, my worst nightmare was getting a job as a salesperson. Like, I no. Like, I would feel guilty that you gave me money for me giving you something. Like, no.
Yeah, I'm not
what
good
if you
at
don't
it.
really need it?
When people are like, I don't really need this. I don't really want it. And I'm like, cool. I mean, you don't have to buy anything. And my boss is like, yes,
other people's products? Oh, honey, I will sell everything. I used to work at a sunglass hut, okay? Do you know how many like $800 pair of glasses I sold? Okay, I was on commission.
Nice.
Top seller in the company, in the region. Not a big deal. Other people's stuff, really easy to sell. Really easy. My own stuff, crickets.
I want to make my own bees and farm deck. I think that's a fantastic idea.
That would be amazing.
It would be really cool if they smelled like honey.
Ooh, I bet you could do that. You just have to find a place that actually makes wax pressed cards, because wax pressed cardstock is the way they used to actually waterproof the decks. Is they would press them in wax, and if you press them in beeswax, they would have that smell. I'm just saying that might be a thing that could be done.
As long as they don't attract ants.
So, I have a question. Does everyone want to do another sprint, or is hanging out the vibe of the day and we're just chilling? Don't make no, never mind. Let me know.
I'm just back here because I'm keeping myself distracted because life is terrible.
Also, Barrett, I'm sending you a link to the deck, and I want you to know, please don't judge me. The price has gone down. Please don't judge me. Please.
The tarot deck that I use was pretty expensive, but it's pretty and it works for me. So, yay.
Yay.
If anyone wants a link to the True Black Tarot deck, just let me know. I'm only slightly ashamed, and I would definitely do it again, so how ashamed am I really? I used to work for the company that took portraits inside of Walmart stores. I was a traveling photographer, went to the small stores without studios when they were things. I remember those.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was in a town that was so small that they opened up the local bank branch at night for everyone to come in for a photographer to take our pictures at the bank.
What the heck is this gift that my coworker sent? I'm so confused. It's this dude saying, "Oh, come on!" But there's like this Muppet sticking out of his button-up shirt with a feather in his face. I don't know.
I don't know what that is either. I don't know that I've ever seen that. I was given 2 weeks to do sales because I'd always do the best shots first, which are the super cheap options, right? And they wanted me to try and sell the bland ones. Why? Like they wanted me to save the gotcha. So they wanted you to not do the good ones first and do the other ones. So they made me try and do the sales part. I failed hard. I mean, I get that. I can do it. I can write while y'all chat, so I'm good. Okie doke. Hanging out is my only choice.
With those poor hands.
What happened? What did I miss?
It's in the comments. If you scroll up.
Writer Tarot Exchange of the Thinning of Veil season. Ooh. That would be fun. And I'm scrolling back to see what.
It says the kitten was asleep in the feed bin, but when I moved her, the puppy tripped me and we all fell down, and she bit me and clawed me, and I have infections in both hands. Mouse breath cooties.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
3-fingered typing.
That sounds deeply uncomfortable. And I guess that means that we don't sprint anymore because the hands need healing.
Solidarity.
Solidarity, exactly. What a day.
Stupid song in my head.
Also, which song?
Toss a coin to your witcher.
I love that song. Also, I might just start watching Witcher again. And I have like so many shows that I'm in the midst of watching.
There is nothing wrong with that at all.
It's just such a good show.
I've never seen it. I finally listened to the song for the first time like 2 days ago.
Nightmare of the Wolf is really good. If you've not watched it yet, definitely watch that. That
that was
Vesemir,
good.
My sweet Vesemir, which will also help you by the time you get to season 2, because Vesemir's coming to live action in season 2.
Speaking of tossing a coin to your witcher, Eva, you're too much. Also, I hate you. So Laura,
yeah,
because the cards have told you that you do not have a timeline on when you finish your plant saga, I feel that a really good investment of some of your newfound free time would be watching The Witcher.
Like, I haven't even finished watching my seasonal rewatch of Over the Garden Wall. I have 2 episodes left, which is a total of half an hour. And I still haven't put it on.
Do it.
It's 10 episodes. So it is like 4 out. I don't know. Math. Each episode is 15 minutes. So 4, 8. So 1, 2 and a half hours. Mm-hmm. I've only watched 2 out of the 2.5 hours.
Stripper Witcher should be a thing. Honestly, yes. I would pay good money. Isn't there a show coming out? The Curse of Chippendales or Chippendale Curse or something?
Rescue
Wait,
Rangers?
What? That's the thing that I saw. Stripper
like
Witcher. Barrett, did you get the DM that I sent you? It's on IG where the price went down. Hi, Heather. Welcome. We are just, this is a chaotic neutral stream. I almost said scream. And what a scream it's been.
I mean, you wouldn't be wrong, because like the inside of my head is just a death metal scream right now. But so I mean, there's a scream here.
So
I've had the Korean version of Dracula the musical going on all day. It's been lovely.
What is that Chippendale show about? I think there was like somebody who was like in Chippendales, and there was a murder. And
what is Chippendales?
So Chippendales is a male dance like stripper group.
Okay.
It's a bunch of gay men's that oil themselves up and dance sexy for straight women.
It is. Okay, so it
I'm sure there are a few straight ones, but I've never met one.
So there was a headline: Strip King shot dead, and Chippendale's murder for hire plot is what I'm seeing a lot of places. So there's a show coming out about that. Will I be watching it? Yes. Yes, I will be watching it. I will not be. Oh, also, sidebar. Something funny happened today. I'm all over the place, so just stick with me here. I promise it's funny. So I get off work at 4, and I was chatting with the person who's training me, and it was 4:04 when I looked at the time. And so I was like, 4:04, Chandra not found. And I don't think they realized that it was the timestamp, and they were like, okay, bye. It's like, wah, wah, wah.
Such a mood, though.
But it was like so funny because I was logging off of work, you know?
I don't know how to deal with people that aren't on the internet too much.
Strippers were never my jam. Okay, so story time with Chandra. I haven't danced in a while, but I pole dance. It's like fitness and fun. And I did a couple showcases. It would be like a dance recital, but with a pole. I really, fingers crossed that they add pole dance to the gymnastics because I would 100% do that. I don't know. I'm like not that good, but I would do it anyway. But anyway, pole dancing is like one of my love languages. It just makes my heart happy. It's a lot of fun. And it's also such a good workout. But like a workout that I want to do it because it makes like you get better at it from doing it more, if that makes sense, versus some other workouts where it's like the only reason I'm working out is because health, versus I work out more so that I can do this thing that I really enjoy better. I prefer the Thunder Down Under group. Ooh, I've never heard of them.
I've seen many a billboard for that as I drive through Las Vegas.
Ooh, maybe I need to go to Vegas.
So, Jules, the printer I use is a HP 200.
Oh, cool. I've heard good things about those.
Polaroid zinc paper.
Cool.
So, no ink. Never have to pay for ink.
I like it.
Sometimes it has issues connecting with the phone, but it works.
I know this is not at all what the song was about, but when I read this, it popped into my head. Baby pop, pop, pop. From the, whatchamacallums. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What is the little sticker print? Oh, gotcha. Oh, it's for a sticker printer.
Yeah. So. I put pictures.
That is so cool. Do I need one?
I printed out some of my mood boards and stuff as well for one of my stories.
That is so cool. I probably don't need it, but I want it.
Agreed.
I worked at a club for a short span of time, but didn't dance. I think it's one of those things where, like, everyone has to try something even, like, just related to it at least once in your life, just to get the vibe. I did dance at a bachelor party once, which was funny.
I was stripper adjacent for a very long time, but I did drag, so that was, my thing.
So the bachelor party was for, like, someone in there, like, a relative of someone who was in the same class with us. And it ended up being real crazy because, like, we were like, oh, congratulations or whatever. But apparently, like, right before the bachelor party, they broke up because of drama. And so we were like, oh, congratulations. And then the lady who was, like, hosting the party, she was like, no, stop it. Shh. It's kind of funny. I would love one of them. Yeah, those are really cool. I wonder if they have a bulk deal. Ooh, Laura, do you have an affiliate link for that on your channel?
No.
Maybe a go-do?
Maybe make that a thing?
I'm not sure how.
When
I
you
can't help
go,
you. We can't do affiliates in this state. They banned us.
so you should be able to. Okay, whenever I set up my affiliate thing, I kept like a separate link for it. But you should be able to like go into your affiliate side and then search for whatever item it is that you're wanting to make a link for. And at the bottom, it'll like say create link, and then you'll have a couple different options. You'll just click for like the shortest link.
I think my Amazon affiliate expired because I never did anything with it.
I haven't done any much with mine, and it's been fine. You should still be able to.
I got an email about it. I was like, oh.
Should still be able. You could probably redo it. I did not know this. Making stickers at home can be done with ink and sticker paper. Ooh. I have a printer, but they no longer make the ink cartridges for it, or I haven't been able to find them, and then I just like, now it just lays on its side in a corner in the closet somewhere. So there's a to-do list and then the go-do list. Is there a difference between those two? I bartended in a strip club. I didn't have the boobage and co required. It requires food pairs to be somewhat clothed. Oh yeah, I'm with you now. It took me a second to brain because I has the dumb. Ooh. Yeah, there's 180-day time frame. Oh, I did not realize that. Maybe it's because I've made some links and sent them. But I feel like, Laura, I felt like we all made ours at the same time.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long, has it?
Okay. I didn't copy it yet.
Make X amount of clicks. Oh, I did not know that. I don't know if I've made that many clicks or not. I haven't posted. I have some that I'm going to be posting soonish. I did send a few links to people because they asked me specifically for them. Imagine you can set it up again. Yeah, I think so. You've got to be able to.
I closed the YouTube because I couldn't figure out where the sound was looping coming from. It's coming from the shot of my movie that I'm working on. I was like, what is this? Who's talking? I don't understand.
Oh. I've never checked my affiliate, but I haven't used it yet. Me either. I haven't like published it publicly, but I did send it to a couple people when they specifically asked. So I did.
Come on, internet. Come on.
So, just a public service announcement, because I may or may not have just finished a song, and I clicked, Command S for it to save, and it went, "What would you like to call this file?" Make sure you're saving your work, peoples.
Is this green?
Yes. Green is done.
Yay.
I don't know things. I just knew I also set it up and then didn't do anything with it, and was under the impression that it wouldn't be set up due to not doing it within. Okay, you're probably right because I don't read as much as I should. But I don't remember. I feel like I read a lot with this. Maybe the first time I read it through and I noticed that, and then the second time when I was like finally actually setting it up, I didn't.
My internet is not loading YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't go and pull. But yeah, I think that is really helpful when you like can tell people what to do, especially like people are already busy.
In private chat, I can't get on YouTube.
I can't read, so here we go. Copy. There we go. Here is the link to the affiliate link. See, I put that in words with the Do a Speak. The affiliate link to the printer that Laura was talking about. I plopped that into the comments. Oops. I was just today researching how to set up an Amazon affiliate account. Oh, I like how you like corrected it to oops, that I was like, no questions, poops. because that's something that I would say.
And then you just want the zinc
Yeah,
sticky back photo paper 2x3.
I think you're doing great with the 3 fingers and like keeping up with the conversation. I am a trash can fire, so I'm like, I'm bow before your infinite majesty. You're in good company. Y'all, it is 10:05. I've had a delightful time with you all today. I even got some words done in the first sprint, which on the project that I've been just chipping out away at little by little, that is fantabulous. I appreciate all of you coming to hang out today. I will also, once the stream finishes processing, I do go back in and put in timestamps for each of the readings. So you will be able to go back if you want to rewatch your reading and jump to, check for the timestamps, because it'll be like after all the links and everything, it'll show up below that and it'll say like reading 1, reading 2, reading 3. And you can just jump straight to it. So don't forget about that. Again, it does take, I think it takes like maybe a day, or it takes less than 24 hours for it to process. So probably I'll be able to do this by tomorrow evening, and then you should be good to go. But thank you so much. To my lovely co-host, would you like to do any outros?
Sure.
Go for it.
Delete. Okay. Sorry. Working. My name is Laura Nettles. You can find me on my channel, Laura Nettles. I'm at 275 subscribers, so working to increase a little bit, maybe, kind of. Be nice to reach 300. So, yeah, I am vlogging, doing draft 1.5 of my middle grade horror, because draft 1 turned out just to be the first half of the book. So now this is draft 1.5, where I will continue on. And yeah, I do stuff. Come hang out and follow.
Do it. Charlie?
Chapter 8 of the Shadow Phoenix Saga came out today.
Woohoo!
Hopefully people are liking it. Yeah, I'm very excited. Also, if anybody knows a good time that I could add a podcast stream over on Twitch, let me know. I'm really wanting to add a 3rd day of streaming, but I don't know when. But yeah, and of course I stream on Wednesdays and Fridays starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, and it's fun. It's chaotic. Stuff gets done. I don't know how. I'll probably be working on music again tomorrow. I have an album to finish.
These tunes, though, I've been able to preview pretty much all of it, and I'm obsessed. It chills. All the tingles. It was great. Thank you, lovelies. Yeah, keep an eye out for Charlie's music, because it is thebomb.com.
Yeah, I do music as Project Shadow, available wherever you listen to music.
Do it. You will not regret it. There's also Project Shadow YouTube channel, so you can listen to it there as well.
Oh, also, for anybody who's in the Dignati Lounge, I put in there 4 remixes I did like 20 years ago for the Beastie Boys, 9 Inch Nails, Madonna, and the Black Eyed Peas featuring Macy Gray. Because I don't know what the rights are to those anymore, so you didn't get them from
me. What, where, huh? You did not see nothing.
I'm proud of them, so...
Sharing's caring. Thank you, Nia, for joining. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Heather. And also, yes, very much this. I don't think I've ever done an outro on my channel before, but we like new things here. So thank you all for joining. My name is Chandra Arthur. I am a science fiction, fantasy, and historical fiction writer. I do live streams like this on Tuesday nights from 8 to 10. I do one on YouTube, one on Twitch, one on YouTube, one on Twitch. So you can find me on either place, and I have links around and about the place that you can just jump to one or the other. I also put out new videos on Wednesday and Fridays. Usually come out at noon, maybe 12:30 if anything crazy happened. But yes, keep an eye out for those. I'll be doing a lot more Nano prep content, and then of course Nano as it happens. I will see you all. Stop. I will see you all probably tomorrow. You can find me either in the comments or on the screen. Charlie will have a fantastic stream that starts tomorrow at 5
The most
p.m.
lovely of streams.
The loveliest, the most lovely. You can do all kinds of stuff because it will be on Twitch, right? Right.
Yep.
It's
and we'll
on
see
Twitch.
if I have hair left, because Kat has challenged me to do a country-ish thing. So it's going to be an interesting challenge. That's the next track I'm doing.
And we are excited. So once again, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow on Charlie's stream on Twitch. And you all have a most delightful evening. With that, let the band play us out.